Hi there everyone, it's Gloria Kramer from Oakville, Canada, and today we are going to be making this card here using the Whimsical Trees bundle. I guess mostly it's the dies that I've used for this card. It is part of my Whimsical Trees online class, and there are 4 cards part of this class. So this is the other one. It's an easel card. You can open it up and it stands up like this. And then I decided to make one that's more traditional colors. This is our 3rd card. I didn't do anything on the inside. And then this is our 4th one, another landscape easel card, using a combination of the dies and the stamps that come with the set. Okay, so let's get started. When you get one of my kits, oh, I guess I should also mention, you can find me on meetup.com under Oakville Creative Escapes. And when you do get one of my kits, everything is included except for stamped images. So I try to make my kits as versatile as possible so you can still complete the cards even if you don't own the stamps. Now, I do recommend that you get the stamps if you want it to look sort of exactly like I have it, but it's not necessary. You can just sort of use what you have. So all the pieces are pre-cut, pre-scored, dry embossed for you. Dry embossed meaning like this background here. I use the snowflake embossing folder for this. So let's get started and put this together. So I'm just going to use my adhesive gun because it's just quicker. And you can either pick the debossed side, which is this side that I'm putting the adhesive on, or you can do the embossed side, which pops it up. So that's really entirely up to you. Now with this particular card, all you really need to do is stamp your sentiment. The ink color that I used was Misty Moonlight. But you can also use black, or you could use Mossy Meadow, which would go with this tree here. So next step is we're gonna put on our big snowflake, and I'm just gonna use my Tombow glue here. I'm gonna bring this over here. And if you look at your snowflake, there's a shiny side and a not so shiny side. So put your glue on the not so shiny side. And of course, this isn't working. Oh, I think we're getting right down to like the last couple drops of this thing. Whoa! How did I know that that would happen? So I'm going to try to get through this card pretty quickly because we have a person coming to measure for our new countertops. And I know my dogs are going to go nuts. So he said he's going to arrive within an hour. So I think that gives us enough time to at least make 2 of these videos, I'm hoping. Okay, so we've put some glue on that. And I'm going to put the lid back on here and rest it upside down. Lay my snowflake on. Now, when you're putting together this card, you're also going to need some dimensionals, and that's these little pop-up dots. This is the full-sized ones, and these are the mini ones. So, next step we have is to put the trim onto our tree. So again, I'm just going to use my Tombow glue. And I might actually switch to a new one because this is getting a little annoying. Okay, let's see if this one's any better. Okay, this one looks like it's working. So the great thing about the tip on this Tombow glue is it allows you to do really sort of add glue to fine small areas without making a big mess. And this is really the only glue I ever use. And one bottle will last you forever. Meaning a really, really long time. So this doesn't have to be perfect. You just throw that on. And then in our little pouch here, there's some little foil balls. So you're going to pour that out. I think there are 7. There might be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 balls. 3, 4. Oh no, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. So what you can do is just sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're just going to lay those on. There's one. There's the other. Now the great thing about my classes is you don't have to be online at a specific time because all these videos are posted to YouTube and then you just follow along whenever you have the time. I have tried to do live events like Zoom, and I just find that not everybody can join at the same time, or people say they're going to come and then they don't. So it has made it difficult to do sort of like a live event. I know during COVID times it's sort of difficult. We crave sort of like that social aspect of making cards. But hopefully soon I'll be able to host an in-home class again. I am hopeful. Okay, so now I'm going to just put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this to pop up our tree. Whoops. Sorry about the dogs. I'm not really sure what they're barking at. I don't think the person has shown up yet. I'll put these balls back on wherever they fell off of. I think it was right there. Okay. Now we're going to take our little gifts here. And I'm going to put one down here, and I'm just gonna glue it down. So this one's gonna be glued down. And then I'm gonna glue this one down too. And don't worry about what color you got. It's sort of random based on just the paper. Everything will coordinate. I always make sure of that. And then this one I've popped it up, so maybe I'll do it sideways or something. Next, we're gonna put on our little piece of ribbon, and you're probably gonna need to trim this down a little. Let me just see how long I need a piece. It might actually fit in through there. Okay, so to attach my ribbon, I'm just gonna put some of my adhesive on there. I think I will trim it just a little bit. If you find it easier to put your ribbon on before you put on your tree, by all means you can do that as well. So I'm just going to try to lay that nice and flat. And then our last step is just to pick out a sentiment, and I will use one from the Whimsical trees. I'm going to use the one that says let your heart be light. So with our stamp sets here, you put this sticker on, and then you just glue it, or you tap it onto an acrylic block. I'm using Misty Moonlight for my sentiment. You can also use black or green or crumb cake. Any of those will work. I'm just gonna so there's my sentiment, and then I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna pop it up. I don't know. Okay, let's pop it up. And then the final step is to put your little pearls on. And I sort of just put the pearls into the middle of like random snowflakes. So Oops. And there is our finished card. And then what you can do is you can stamp on the inside of your card as well. And I think I'm going to do that with this one, using a couple of stamps from the stamp set. So I'm going to use this tree here, and I'm going to use, whoops, wrong one. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. Nope, Mossy Meadow is really dry, so let's try. We're going to use Old Olive then. We're going to use Old Olive, stamp a tree on the inside. It's always nice to sort of decorate the inside of your card as well. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do a stamp off. And then we're going to stamp let's stamp something on the inside too. Move that. And again, for the inside sentiment, I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight ink as well. I remember when I first started making cards, I thought that all I needed was black ink and that I could color everything. And then I realized that different colored inks makes all the difference when it comes to card making. So there's the inside of our card. It's all done. I'm going to stamp something on the inside of this card too, since I have everything out. Again, I'm just going to stamp the trees in there. This is Old Olive. I think it's one of my favorite green inks. It's been a while. It's been around for a long time. And there you go. There is our first card, and it's all finished. So stick around. I'm going to be doing 3 more videos, and have a happy Sunday.